All right, guys. So I'm putting a oil pump in a LS engine, and the timing cover, or the oil pump cover, or the front cover, whatever you want to call it, it's aligned by the seal on the front of it that seals off here at the harmonic balancer. And they sell a special little tool that you slide over the front nose of the crankshaft, and then you put the timing cover on. You snug up the timing cover, and then you pull that little spacer out, or tool, and basically what it is just this piece right here without the whole hub assembly, but it's a slip fit. You can use the harmonic balancer, but you've got to literally draw it on. It's a press fit, and now it's on. If you wanted to take it back off, you'd have to use a puller to pull it back off. So I'm just making a tool. We're gonna make it out of aluminum. So I've got some stock here, 6061, I think. It might be 7075, I can't remember. But we're gonna bore the center hole so it slides onto the front hub of the crankshaft is 1 inch 480 thousandths, and then the outer diameter where the seal rides is 2 inches and an eighth. So that's what we're going to do here. And first step, I'm going to face this off. I'll center drill it, and then we'll use a drill bit. We'll drill it, then we'll do some boring. We'll turn this outer diameter down to where we need, then we'll part it off, and hopefully have a part that'll work pretty good. So let me get the camera set up.
All right, guys, so I'm just going to voice over the rest of this video so you don't have to hear the machine running. But I'm just doing a quick facing job there on the front of the material, followed up with a center drill. And then I come in with I think that's about a 3/8 drill bit. And I'm just kind of eyeballing how deep I need to go. I think I went in probably about 1.25 inches, 1 3/8. And I should have actually went a little bit deeper, as I'll explain toward the end of this video. And then I switched over to a 1/2 inch drill bit and went ahead and opened it up to a 1/2 inch. And then after this 1/2 inch came the big boy. I think it was 1 1/8 is the size of this drill bit here. Again, I think I turned the speed down to 200 on the big drill bit. The speed's sitting at about 360 for the boring operation here. And the diameter that we're trying to hit is 1 inch 480 thousandths. And that's the diameter of that's the outer diameter of the nose of the crank. And what I'm wanting is actually a slip fit. I don't want it to be a press-on fit. So it's actually going to be just slightly bigger than that 480. That way it'll just slide onto the nose of the crankshaft. Now we're going to come in, and I've already got the, you'll notice the material's changed. What happened is I went slightly over the diameter that I needed, so I had to start over again. I've already got the center of this board, so it's done, and now we're to the outer diameter. The outer diameter is going to be 2 inches 125 thousandths, or 2 1/8, and that's the part that the seal will fit around. That's in the front cover of the that's in the front timing cover. And that's actually what's going to line it all up. I kind of show how this tool works toward the end of this video. And again, I'm just kind of eyeballing, how far I want to go. I'm looking inside the bore and kind of just eyeballing the outer diameter here. And I'm going to put a lip on this. That way, when I push it into the housing, it won't be able to go more than flush. It's going to protrude out a little bit. That way I can be able to grab it and pull it out of the housing. Checking the fit. And I think after this I just needed to skim off 5 thousandths is all I had to do to get that final dimension right where I wanted it. Little WD-40 works pretty good on aluminum. I was going to make this out of Delrin, but the largest diameter I had was 2 inch, and like I said, the max diameter that this needs to be is 2 1/8. So this has kind of got me wanting to order some Delrin just to have it on hand. And I think right there, I think this is the final mark, and we hit it. Now I'm just coming in and beveling, chamfering the inner and outer edge. Kind of clean that up a little bit. Make it easier to fit on the front nose, and make sure the seal doesn't hang up on it. And this is where I'm just attempting to part it off, and as it turned out, I wasn't quite deep enough with my hole, so I'm taking the boring bar back in, and if you remember the taper that 1 1/8" drill bit had on it, I'm just basically boring deeper into the pocket here until it meets the part off cut that I just did. Hopefully that made sense. But you'll see here in a minute, it'll break off, and whenever I get deep enough, it finally breaks off and hangs on the boring bar. And then at that point, I just flip it around and finish it. Not the ideal setup to do here, but it worked out all right. So at this point, I just fed the boring bar in. I just kissed the inner surface, and then I fed the boring bar out. And then I just did a real light cleanup pass right there. And it all turned out all right. Going back in with the 45 degree, just beveling the edges. And that right there is pretty much our part. So take a little Scotch-Brite, of course, give it a little polish on the inside. And then we're going to take it off and we're going to take a look at it and see how we did.
So the main finish here, the important part where it registers on the crank, is a nice perfect finish. Of course, the finish all around the outer diameter is nice. I didn't quite bore the initial hole deep enough, and that's where this little, whenever I went to bore deeper, it wasn't the ideal way to go about it. But I didn't really care about this particular part right here anyway. Okay, so the first part of this, what you do is you put your front timing cover on, and you don't tighten the bolts yet. You leave them loose, and then you're going to install this in there just like that. Of course, the crank's going to be coming out right here, and that's going to center this up so that now you can tighten your bolts up. As good as these LS engines are, you would have thought that they could have made these bolt holes, spaced them exactly where they needed to be, and then that's going to go on just like that. Perfect fit, slip fit so that it'll slide in there, and then you can pull this off after you get the timing cover tightened up. But anyway, that's what this is all about. Looks like it's going to work. You can buy these. I'll actually link to it if you need to buy you one of these for an LS engine. I'll put a link down there in the description. But looks like that's going to work just fine. Anyway, that's it for this video. You guys take care.